So this is an attempt to answer some of the commonly asked questions about our email service. So first are the technical points which many of the customers ask. Mail clients, which email clients can you use? You can use a variety of email clients, any client which supports the standard protocols, SMTP, IMAP, POP3 can be used. So it could be Outlook, it could be Thunderbird, it could be the Gmail app on your mobile phone. It could be other apps on mobile like Aquamail, Bluemail, or Outlook also. It could be Apple Mail. So we have customers who are using Apple, iPhone, Windows, Linux, Mac desktop, laptops and desktops. All are using our mail service, and all of them are with. I mean, our protocols are fully compliant with the secure TLS protocols and with proper certificates. So you won't get certificate warnings. The second question, which sometimes we are asked, is what is the server platform and the software? So our servers run Linux. Okay, so we what we do is that we have a hardened version of Linux running, where we have taken a lot of security precautions and all that. And we use a variety of modules. A lot of it is open source, but some of it is our own software, like the front-end control panels. So this is constitutes our server stack. Okay, and then coming to our implementation process. Okay, how so after you sign up for a service, exactly what all is going to happen? Okay, the first step is that firstly we'll create a ticket in our system with your with the required people from your side, the technical coordinators from your side for the migration, and then we'll ask you for if data migration is required. We'll ask you for your the usernames and passwords on your existing service. So that is one option for data migration. Otherwise, we've got a web app also which you can use for data migration. That is, you yourself can migrate the data in going to this web application, which is available free of charge for our customers. And there you can give your source email ID and your destination email ID and server, and the data will get copied. Otherwise, like I mentioned, you can have we can do that for you, but we need your usernames and passwords. So the first step is to copy all your data. So after your data is copied, we will give you logins on our service. You can verify the data that the data has all been copied properly. And once you confirm that the data is all copied properly, we can do the actual cutover. We can discuss with you a suitable time and then do the actual cutover, which means the change in your DNS records, which will have the mails coming to our service. We'll send you, of course, all the records and all that, and you can update it in your domain's DNS, or we can take a remote session and do it for you. Now coming to security. So firstly, the support for standards and protocols. As I mentioned, all our protocols, we support all the standard protocols, SMTP, POP, and IMAP, apart from webmail, which is on HTTPS. And all of them are on the secure ports, that is TLS enabled. So you are fully assured of security. Then comes the question of spam filtering. So our spam filtering is very strong. Okay, we say this with a lot of confidence based on the feedback that we have got from our users, from the fact that we've got many banks and financial institutions using our service. And we also have many customers who have migrated from Google to our service. And, they really haven't complained to us about spam. So that gives us a lot of confidence to say that, our spam filtering is very strong. So any mail which has got a virus infected attachment, phishing links, malware links, and all, we simply categorize it all as spam. Okay, so we have created various rules. We keep analyzing patterns. Okay, and we refer to various reputation data sources, very well known data sources for reputation data, who give us domain reputation data. They give us IP reputation data, and they give us message hashes. Okay, and they also give some commonly used free email IDs which are being used to send out spam. like at gmail.com. So we use a lot of this data. So overall, our spam filtering is very, very effective. And our target is that a user should get maximum one to two spams a week in their inbox. Service Coming to service compromise and vulnerabilities and all that. Now again, our servers have been um, audited by many of our especially BFSI customers. They have done security audits on our service. We also keep checking our servers, and we refer to various security advisories, and we take appropriate action, including patching, downloading the latest versions, to make sure that the security is top notch. Uh, uh, Another concern of customers is, will there be any data leakage from our side? Okay, so we've been in this business of IT for a very long time now. Our company is close to 20 years old, and email service itself we have been doing for the past about 8 years. Okay, so there has never been any data leakage or compromise from our side. Uh, we have taken various precautions. We have put in various controls. We scrutinize our candidates, whom we are going to induct into our teams. We scrutinize their backgrounds and all very carefully. We take them from known sources. So we have put in place various measures, and many of our customers have insisted on non-disclosure agreements and all from us, and we are complying with all these things. So our data center, coming to our data centers, the servers where we run our normal services from are based in Europe. And we've been working with this data center for a very long time now, about 8 years actually. And we have found their service to be very good, their bandwidth to be very good. And the support is excellent. And they are, of course, ISO 27000 compliant, GDPR compliant. Uh, and overall, we have had a very good experience with them. They're quite economical also, because of which we take our servers in this data center. Okay. And so they have taken various measures to maintain uptime. They've got complete video surveillance. They've got multiple redundant power supply sources. They've got all sorts of cooling HVAC systems. So all these things are well taken care of in this data center. Okay, so therefore we prefer to work with them. So we have, in terms of the reliability and uptime of a service, over the past 8 years, okay, I can say that occasionally some servers have had some problems. Okay, so overall it might have been a few hours of downtime across so many servers in the past 8 years. So if you really calculate it, across all these servers and the total uh, uh, downtime which has been there, our uptime will come to more than 99.99%. Okay, but as usual, like all the others, we also give an uptime of about 99, commit to an uptime of about 99.5%, which is in at par with all the industry standards. Okay, but the reality is this, what I just mentioned. Okay, and the reason is that we've built in a lot of redundancy into our services. Okay, we've all our data storage is on RAID 1 or RAID 5. And as I said, the data center is of very high quality. There's monitoring at various levels. We monitor the status of the servers, of the health of the hard disk, and we put in place a lot of these things. Okay. So in terms of support, uh, so we basically support our service. Okay, and but of course we know that the customer accesses our mail service through email clients. Okay, so to some extent we also try to support common email clients like Outlook, Thunderbird, the common clients on mobile phones also. But please note that we are not experts on the email client itself. Okay, so there are complex. We have seen complex problems with some email clients, and since we are not experts on them, we will not be able to resolve complicated problems. But we can certainly help you to configure your email client and get it working. Okay, but beyond the level, if there's a problem or it's behaving erratically, and especially when your mailbox size increases to something like 20-25 GB, we've seen some email clients giving lots of problems. So in those cases, you must seek support from your desktop or your normal IT vendor. Okay. But as far as our service is concerned, we are fully responsible for it, and we will support you completely on our service itself. Okay, our timings are the normal office working hours, and which is about 9 to 6 o'clock on weekdays, 9 to 1:30 on Saturdays. But of our support is available in case of emergencies. To reach us for support, the best way is, of course, one is to send a mail to our help desk and get a ticket number. And we highly recommend that because it is ticketed, it won't be forgotten, and we also keep track of open tickets. And but of course, we are very much reachable on phone. We have subscribed to a cloud telephony service, and you can reach us on that hunting number. Um, uh, Plus, of course, for some of our staff are also reachable on official WhatsApp numbers. Uh, but the preferred method is email, and then the second is the cloud telephony number. Okay. So we can also provide an escalation matrix so that if your issues or problems are not addressed, you can also escalate it and get your problems resolved. So in general, there might be some questions about the company, its longevity, and of the company and the business and things like that. So as I said, we as a company have been in business for a very long time now, about close to 2 decades, and in email services itself for about 8 years. So we are completely committed to this business. We do only email service. We don't do anything else. Okay, so there's no conflict of interest, and we are completely compliant with all laws, IT, GST, labor. So everything is in place. So there is no worry of any statutory issues. All the returns, everything are filed properly on time. Okay, and we are creating in various management processes and other things in place, and there are no management issues. Because of either conflicts between partners or anything. There is absolutely no such issue, and we are actively developing our product. Okay, we are continuously adding new features. Over the last 6 months, we've added many features, and we continue to add many new features. We have moved recently to our mail version 2 platform, where we have done a lot of work in changing our backend architecture and things like that to make it more robust, more scalable, and create a platform for adding new features easily over the coming 1 or 2 years. So once again, we are completely committed to this business. We do this and only this. We don't do anything else. Thank you.